Mosumola Umoru says, I'm one of the delegates and we aren't paid 4 million a month.
Sorry?
At Pretty Farmer, that's Mosumola Umoru, I don't think I pronounced it well.
Yes.
Umoru says, I am one of the delegates and we are not paid 4 million naira a
She
month.
should tell her she should tell us what she's been paid.
Now, by the
She
time
should
we
tell
by
what
the
we
time
have,
we come
what is
with
in the
all
public
these,
domain,
by the time we come
as
with all
stated
these
by the
stories,
office of the SGF, is
by
that they
the
are
time
paid 4
by the
million.
time we come with all these stories, we are also distracting the people. Of course, yes. When we come with all this, it is also a measure of distraction. Now, one or two persons go wrong.
So you're agreeing with him that they are distracted?
No, I say our own contribution, when we come in this way, it is a means of distracting them.
So they are distracted?
No, it is we contributing to distract them. Now they are focused in doing their job, but one or two persons...
4 million
somebody has just said that they are not paid 4 million. Somebody has just said so.
Let her tell
Somebody
us.
has just said
let
so.
her tell us.
But
let her tell us what they are being paid.
Except
it is in the public domain that
Each delegate will earn 12 million naira.
Each delegate will earn.
Over a period of 12 months.
Will earn. As each delegate earns.
I consider it an insult. And I consider it very unfair.
Each of the delegates
will earn 4 million naira per month and go to that conference.
We must note that somebody
and go to that
who has left Calabar
and sleep.
Somebody who left Akwa Ibom, who has not been used to the terrain of Abuja, right? You must also take this into consideration. You must take that the man is leaving the terrain. Agree, he's sacrificing for Nigeria.
What sacrifice?
But it's not to be sacrificed.
There's absolutely no sacrifice.
If any of us go there,
I can tell you that there are people who would wish to go for that conference at no expense.
And name
that
them.
Is what I can tell you.
And name them.
We've seen some of them.
Only three of the delegates have come out to say.
We've seen some of them.
Only three of the delegates.
When they were appointed to go to that conference.
Only three of the delegates have said that the money
which expressly
that they will be giving, that they will not take it.
Which expressly stated the terms and conditions
Mr. Femi Falana, SAN, and Chief Olisa Agbakoba, SAN. Only three of them have indicated. And that does not mean that if the money is taken, that they will not do what they ought to do. That also will not mean that those who did not take the money, if nature calls for them to sleep, that they will not take a nap.
Okay, react to this. His Grace Toba Ash says, delegates to the National Confab complaining about food and toiletries. The Vice Chairman says 4,000 a plate isn't enough. When millions of Nigerians cannot even get 100 naira per plate, isn't it now clear that all this old people who are responsible for the state Nigeria finds herself in do not have anything further to offer Nigerians? That's according to his Grace Toba Ash.
Absolutely correct. You see, interestingly, I practice in Abuja. And that's where my office.
Okay, are you paid 4 million a month?
No, just a moment. You see, 4 million naira in a month is a lot of money. Agree. 100 and something plus, I've not done the mathematics, is a lot of money per day. But I have also submitted that the fact that one or two persons raises this issue is not enough to generalize, to say the entire conference is derailed because somebody was sleeping. Was the chairman sleeping? Was the vice chairman sleeping? How many of them were sleeping? One or two persons would do. I argued earlier in one of the occasions that to say the persons above 80 or whatever that went to this conference had no basis of being there. Because how will you expect an 80-year-old man to sit somewhere and will not get tired? It will. But since they have gone, you must take this idiosyncrasies into consideration. If we say no, we are expecting St. Gabriel to come and direct us.
May ask, what idiosyncrasies?
I am saying that...
What idiosyncrasies?
I am saying that for you as a young person, the nature of your strength is different from a person who is 70 years of age. The time to use is drug. Some of them are hypertensive. The time for them to use their drug. I have just said that is not sufficient enough to say that they are derailed. No, it's not.
If you're over 70 years of age,
yes,
and you know you don't have the stamina to go through that ordeal, to go through that conference, are you compelled to go?
You see,
Are you compelled to go? Can't you simply excuse yourself?
The point is
and
this.
allow those that have the stamina,
The point
the
is this.
strength,
The point is
those
this.
that can sacrifice for Nigeria
The point
to attend
is this.
conference.
Mr. President nominated these individuals. A good number of them.
You can decline.
A good number of them were nominated.
You
in
can
justice.
decline.
Listen, you see, the point, I have made the point, and I don't want to contradict myself. I have said some of the persons who are in the conference, by reason of their age, should ordinarily have stepped aside. But since they didn't step aside and they are there, the fact that somebody takes a dose for 20 minutes or 30 minutes and is captured by the press will not mean that after taking that dose that it will not make further contribution to the meeting.
Are you aware that the chairman of this conference is above 70 years?
Of course, Honorable Justice.
Have you seen him dose?
Honorable Justice Kutugi.
Have you seen him dose?
No, you see, the presiding officer has a lot on his head. The driver of a vehicle, it takes a lot of effort before the driver goes to sleep.
The mere fact that you are above 70 does not give you the right
people that sit
to come
at the
dose.
back of the vehicle, more often than not, with those.
All right, gentlemen, we're out of time, so let's begin to wind down with our closing statement. Since you came in last, I'll begin with you.
The point is simple, that those who go for this conference, they should remain focused, but that we shouldn't expect that once in a while, there will be one or two little events that will happen. But that should not be sufficient enough to derail that particular conference. In a natural human being, it is natural. It happens to every human being. Sometimes the nature calls. For example, if issues are being discussed and somebody is toilet pressed, or somebody develops dysentery, or develops an ailment immediately, will he not go?
All right, thank you.
It is natural.
Thank
it
you.
must happen.
Thank you very much, Nyota. What I will say straight off is that to whom much is given, much is expected. It is very fair on Nigerians for you to earn that kind of amount and for you to go to that conference and doze or engage in other things not related or not connected to activities at that conference. The mere fact that you are above a particular age is not an excuse for you to do certain things.
All right, thank you very much. Mr. Ahmed Akonde is a legal practitioner. Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much.
And Mr. Benson Enukume, thank you for coming, also a legal practitioner.
It's a pleasure.
Well, you at home for allowing us to be a part of the evening. Thank you so much. I want to thank everyone that sent in a tweet or a mail. I'll just take one, and this is from Adediwura Adebigbe. It says, it's obvious that most of the delegates are there solely for the benefit. Well, that's from Adediwura Adebigbe. Thank you so much. Everyone that sent in a comment, fortunately, we may not be able to take them all. Till we bring you another edition, same time next week. Have yourself a good night. I am Nel Taigbe.